Hey, it's Honey, and welcome back. Have I got a treat for you tonight? Of course, I believe my guests are all amazing, and tonight is no exception. So, my super duper friend Brandy and Bronson Culver have come up with another fantastic guest. You're going to love her. She's sweet, she's cute, she's adorable, fresh faced Midwestern girl. She's an actress, she's a singer, she's all these great, amazing, wonderful things. And you're going to love it. And we're going to have a good time. And you know how it is when Bronson and I start chit chatting. Oh my gosh, who knows where this is going to go? But we're going to have a good time. So, stay tuned. Oh, don't forget, hit the subscribe and the like button. Hi, it's Honey Gregory again, and welcome back to my channel, Perpetual Learning, where we're always learning, because if you're not learning, you're dying. But we have special stuff going on tonight because we're doing double duty. And even better than that, I have my favorite person, Bronson Culver, ex-wrestler extraordinaire person. Hey, Bronson.
Hello.
I always try to give you a fancy introduction.
I appreciate it.
All right, so you got a wonderful guest today. Who'd you bring on today?
This is Abby Jean Lewinsky. She is the third cousin of Monica, and she is the seventh highest rated juggler in Mississippi. Yep.
Oh my
Sorry,
gosh.
sorry, wrong podcast.
Oh, you always
This is
get so mixed up.
actress and stunt woman Katie Kinman.
Woohoo!
Woo woo! Yeah, that's me.
Well, you don't do her much justice, Bronson, because I was looking and we've got actor, singer, stage actor, Shakespearean and conservatory actress. We've got a
Yes.
voiceover, we got dancer, we got film producer, I mean, the print and runway modeling. I mean, the list just keeps on going.
Yeah, it goes.
Girl, you are amazing.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I
Thank you.
love that you're this beautiful actress that's this fresh faced Midwestern gal, like the girl that everyone can relate to, and yet you're doing the most phenomenal things that all these girls dream of. And, here
Hmm.
you are doing it, and you can show these other women like, hey, it's easy. You just go do it.
Right. Right. I mean, is it easy? Easy? No, it's not easy, but we can do it because we rock on.
Right. And so you just got to get
Yeah,
that mindset in the right place because there's so many
exactly.
girls that just go, oh, I don't know if I can, but, you look at you and I think, did you start like in high school or something?
I guess I started acting when I was 8,
Oh my
and
gosh.
I tried a little film and I tried Annie, and I decided I liked musicals a lot better. And
Oh
then
yeah.
my senior year of college, I guess, I just decided I'm gonna do film instead of everything else I've been doing my whole life.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, good for you. And you had supportive parents like who really like
Yes.
backed you up and said, hey, we're here for you.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I am extremely lucky for my whole entire family, just how supportive they've been.
Yeah.
Because
You know,
yeah.
because I look back on my life, I always wanted to be an actress too. And at age
Oh,
3, I wanted to be a go-go dancer and an actress in Elvis movies. That was what I wanted to do. But I had
oh,
no support. No one said, hey, we're going to get you to these 900,000 classes and we're get singing and dancing and piano and all
yeah.
these wonderful things. And I look back now and all those brilliant women that were in these movies, they had to have had supportive parents who got them
Mhm.
the talent, who helped cultivate their talents and their skills. And so you're so lucky.
I am extremely lucky.
Well,
Yeah,
I
my
was looking
mom
at
is, she's a psycho. She
oh
put us in so many things, but I am so grateful.
well, good. That's the kind of mom you need, one who loves
Yeah.
you and
Mhm.
embraces your skills. I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
So when you win that golden whatever statue, first
Yeah.
thing's got to be and the work goes to my mom,
Yes. And my family.
right?
And a special shout out to Honey the Mail Girl and Bronson.
Yes.
Woohoo! Yeah, you
Woo!
better remember us.
Oh, don't you worry.
Well, when we
Oh.
when we met last July, I posted about us meeting you,
Hmm.
and what I said was keep your eye out on this one. She's got the spirit
Hmm.
Oh.
because you can tell. You can tell when you meet people, if they're going to
Star
really go
quality,
for
right?
it or if they're just going to BS, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. They're usually really cool and nice,
Mm.
Mm,
so far as what I've learned.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
tell us, Shakespeare and actress. I mean, my gosh, that was never something I ever even thought about doing because I can barely read Shakespeare, let alone trying to memorize and do it in front of a million people. It's not happening.
No, oh my gosh. I never thought I would be able to do Shakespeare, honestly. I'm not a good reader. I'm not a great writer. I'm not good with words most of the time. But hey, I took a really great class with an incredibly talented teacher, and I learned so much. And then I booked a role in a Shakespearean play over the
Wow.
summer and or like 3 summers ago, but I had no idea I could actually memorize a whole play of
Wow.
Shakespeare words. Like
That's
that, it was
nuts.
crazy. But
That's
hey,
nuts.
we if you you can do it. Everybody could do it. It just takes time.
Oh, it would take me like 10 years to
I know.
memorize it, right? And practice. I could never get off book. I
Yeah,
did
right.
one or two plays and oh my gosh, getting off book was torture. And then you're in the middle and everybody's staring at you. You're like, oh my God, I can't remember the lines. I'm just going to make some stuff up.
Well, gotta do what you gotta do. Show must go on.
People are staring at you like, what would my character say right now if she couldn't remember her words?
Right?
And
Yeah.
do the people that come to these plays for the, especially for the Shakespeare stuff, they know the material and
Hmm.
do they respond like you do they respond to it like you thought they would?
I mean, usually, I sometimes people will take a sentence and completely change the meaning of what it may mean because nobody actually knows because Shakespeare's not here to ask.
Right.
I mean, we have all of these basically like they're dictionaries for the plays,
Mm.
and it will explain a certain line if it doesn't make any sense. And you read 7 different versions of those kinds of books, and they'll all give you something different.
Oh, of course.
So, I mean, yeah, I was lucky that I got to keep the iambic pentameter, so like the heartbeat of it all. So that helped me memorize it for sure. But
Mm.
whew,
So, which play was it? What character did you play?
it was As You Like It, and I
Mm.
played Rosalind.
Rosalind.
So if you
I
don't
haven't
know,
read that in a long time.
As You Like It is about a girl that pretends to be a boy who's pretending to be a girl to get the boy to fall in love with her.
Oh my goodness,
Wow.
that's a lot of work.
So when you think about it, really it was a guy that was playing a girl who was pretending to be a boy who was pretending to be a girl. It's just so screwed.
Oh my gosh, that's too much work. If the guy doesn't like me, that's it. I'm done. I'm not
Right?
pretending
I
anything.
know.
Too
It's
Too
much
much
not,
easy.
work.
it sounds like old Billy Shakespeare had some good drugs going on back in the day.
Well,
Or
isn't
Oh,
there
he
a
must have.
modern isn't there a modern contemporary movie based on that premise? I can't think
Oh
of the
yeah,
movie.
there's bunches of them.
Someone mentioned one recently to me, and darn it, my memory. I can't remember which one it
I
was.
don't know, honestly. There's so many that
Hmm.
are based off of Shakespeare's works that it's, you know.
Hmm. So, Bronson was telling me that you were just what in a movie or doing something. What was it you were telling me,
Yeah.
Bronson?
well, didn't you just do a film with Al Pacino and Gus Van Sant?
I did.
Oh my
Yes, yes.
gosh,
We
I'm so
thank
excited for
you.
you. That is
Oh my gosh.
fantastic.
Dude, it was awesome.
Are you
Yeah.
in a scene with Al
So,
Pacino?
no, I was only in it for about like I know, for
Hey, it's a start.
a couple scenes, a
Mm-hmm.
little cameo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But basically, it's I just got so lucky. So I'm an assistant casting director for films in Kentucky now. That's my
Oh,
day job.
I think I need a modeling agency.
Yes.
Start sending you my
And
stuff.
do it. I'll pass it along. But it yeah, so I was working on the film and we I was on set hanging out one day and then all of a sudden all the producers kept looking at me and I thought I screwed something up. I was worried. But
Mm.
then one of them came over and it says, "Hey, I think we have a proposition for you. Gus wants you to play Dacre's wife." So Dacre Montgomery from Stranger Things, he plays
Mm.
Billy, and then Bill Skarsgård,
Wow.
Hmm.
yeah. Um, they they are the stars of the film, and so I played Dacre's wife is
Oh,
what my
cool.
role is.
Good for
Yeah,
you.
I know.
Congrats.
Like what the heck? I was
And
so
Hey, it's where you start, man.
it
which
is
Skarsgård?
Bill.
Bill. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a really great experience. And I think the most important thing that I learned is that everything in the big world works the same in the world that we know as not as professional people yet. You know what I'm trying to say? Like it's all the same. And the more communication you have between your character, your actor, fellow actors, and the director, like the more freedom it's there's so much freedom and everybody has a creative mind
Hmm.
that can input in on something, you
Mm,
know?
nice. Hmm.
So cool. It was
And
such a great, yeah.
how was working with Billy? What's his that real name? I'm sorry. Uh,
Um, Bill or Dacre?
uh,
Dacre.
Dacre. Yeah.
Sorry, Bill Skarsgård, Billy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, he was great. Oh my gosh. So he was so sweet. Everyone was so kind on set. And he was, we sat in a scene for a while and chatted a while, all day, pretty much. And so I got to know him a little bit. And he's just a hard worker and a grinder and takes his work very seriously. Like he doesn't bring his cell phone on set ever, won't look at it the whole day because he has to focus. And I thought that was just so cool. I thought that was so cool. It's
Neat.
just about that grind, man.
Yep. How long did they give you to learn your lines?
Well, I didn't really have any lines, but
Yeah.
but I had, I guess, a couple weeks. No, about a week
Yeah.
until
Wow.
we shot the first
Yeah.
day. Yeah. It was crazy though.
That's awesome though. That's
Congratulations. That's
awesome.
fantastic. What a great
Yeah.
start, man.
Thank you. Yeah, it's
Very cool.
super, super grateful.
I mean, Gus Van Sant has done a lot of really, really amazing things. He might
Yes.
not have should have done the Psycho shot for shot remake,
Oh
but
my God. He was literally talking about that the other day. He was like, he tried to get this film made so many times. And then by the time Good Will Hunting came out and he was getting offers from all these companies and everything, and he goes back, this one company comes back to him and he's like, yeah, I still want to make Psycho. And he did it.
Wow.
And he knows it's a little weird.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
doing it shot for shot. If he would have just altered a couple of things, I think he could have got some more people on board with it, especially in the horror community.
Yeah.
But he chose to do it that way. But hey, that was his vision. So, and
Right. And he
he's a
just
great director. So,
yeah.
who am I to question him?
He wanted to do it and he did it.
Yeah,
At
yeah,
least he's doing it, right? There's so many
yeah,
people
Seriously.
wanting and not doing.
yeah.
Yeah, I know. And it's not that hard to do. It's hard to stick with it through the
Yeah.
dumb stuff.
Well, Bronson and I keep saying, we want to be in some movies, but nobody puts us in any. I wonder why, Bronson. What's wrong? We too
Come
old?
on.
We too old, Bronson?
It's like she
Nobody
said.
wants to see us.
Well, you just got to go do it. I see casting calls and stuff all the time, and sometimes they'll have it for guys my age. And I almost went and did a couple, but I'm mainly looking. Which why is Katie? Why you've got a little soft spot because you're doing stunts too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And see,
Yeah, I heard
I've
that.
done stunts in a few films, and as much as it hurts, I really like doing stunts.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah,
it
no.
says she did like stage combat or something, film and
Yeah,
stage combat. So you took a
dude.
class and everything?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh. And so I went to school for acting in Cincinnati. I went to the conservatory up there. Super cool program. It was awesome.
Wow.
And I got to learn how to fight and like how to stage fight, which is
Wow.
awesome. It's so cool. I had this professor who was the first female fight master ever to, yeah, hold that. I mean, that's so cool. And
Wow.
she was great and she's still there and she's like my mom. I love her so much. Kate Jenny Jones, if you're out there.
Ooh, we should
Love
have
you,
her
girl.
on here. Would
You
you reach out
should.
to
Oh my
her?
God.
Would
Yes,
you
of
reach out
course.
to
Of
her?
course. Oh my
Please
God, of
do. All
course.
right. Let Bronson
Yeah,
know. I would
she's
love to have her on here.
amazing.
I think
But
that should be a three ladies podcast.
Sure. Why
ooh.
not?
And let the old guy just hang out in the background. I think you
Okay.
guys could handle that.
Aw, you can
No,
hang
I
out
think that'd be cool.
Yeah, I think that'd
with
be really interesting.
Yeah, it would be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she is just so great. And oh my gosh, I just like you learn how to use your body, and it's very similar. I grew up a dancer,
Mm-hmm.
and so I love expressing myself through my body, not through words. Like I said, words are kind of
Mm-hmm.
hard sometimes.
Right?
Yeah. So finding another way in the theater slash film world that I could express myself through my body is just the coolest thing ever. And
Well,
it's all a dance.
So I saw you
well,
doing like martial arts and fencing, and I don't know what you were
Yes.
doing, girl.
Now swords are my thing. I
Oh,
love sword
wow.
fighting. Yeah,
Wow.
I know. I actually went to this acting school instead of a musical theater program because I found this movement work it's called Suzuki and the Viewpoints, and
Mm.
they're just ways to train the actor body to look good and like respond normally. And
Mm.
yeah,
Interesting.
it is fascinating. Very, very fascinating.
Wow.
well,
I
and
wish I'd had these opportunities when I was young.
Oh,
They're cool.
you
never
could
too
probably tell
late.
me if I'm telling the truth, but so when my wife in I think early 30s, I talked her into doing professional wrestling for a few more years with me because
Hmm.
I kind of felt like my career, I wanted to go back and just because I loved it so much, but your body becomes used to that movement.
Mm.
And it becomes such an instinct, and you're able to
Yes.
protect yourself and the other people. It's like that.
Yes, it is. It is. It's
Mhm.
like it's your muscle memory.
Mhm.
I mean that's what it is.
That
And
reminds me
also,
of when I was in like Taekwondo.
oh, it totally. It's all
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah.
It's all the same. And yes, it's fake fighting. Yes, but it's so similar, you know?
Wow. Sounds like
Yeah.
And
fun.
physical. I mean, when I did stunts in those movies, I mean, you know how it is with movies. One scene we had to roll down some bleachers. We were zombies.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So out of all
God.
the zombies, it was just me and my wife doing the rolling down the bleachers. And we had
Hmm.
Ooh.
padding on.
Oh my
Good.
We know
gosh.
how to take those falls. But then the director wanted to shoot it 7 times.
Oh,
I know.
great.
I know.
So
Yeah.
then I couldn't move for like 2 days.
Oh, that reminds me of
No.
when I did the Six Flags Over Texas commercial on
Oh, fun.
the big roller coaster, the brand new roller coaster. And I rode it
Cool.
32 times in one day. And it was like I had whiplash for like 3 weeks. Like I had to go see a chiropractor. I was in so much pain. I spent more
Oh my
on
God.
chiropractors than I made for doing it. But
Wow.
yeah, but we were out there for 3 days, and in one day we were shooting it, and we rode it 32 times in one day.
Oh my
Wow.
gosh. That is too much.
It was just like, and it was that double loop one. No, no,
Oh,
I take it back. It was the wooden one. It was the wooden one. I take it back.
oh boy. Those
It
are
was like this
harder.
rickety, rickety, rickety,
Yeah,
rickety,
that's harder.
32
Oh,
times in one day. Oh my gosh, I
Wow.
hurt so bad. I was like,
oh,
never. I didn't want to get out of bed for like 3 or 4 days. Like I
I
was
don't
in
I
no.
pain.
don't know how you did that because I've been to like Dollywood and
Hmm.
other, and even Orlando where it was like a really slow period of time. And
Hmm.
I
Uh-huh.
would ride 10, 15 roller coasters in 4 hours and my brain would start feeling like mush and I would have to stop. I don't know how you did
Yeah,
that 32 times in one day.
yeah, it's 32 times in
Did
one
you at
day.
least get paid well?
It was something like $500 a day, I think. It wasn't like a
Okay.
lot, but we were
But
there for three
didn't
days.
suck. Hey, that's
I
great.
mean, it was money, and
Yeah.
it kept running. Like I got residuals off of it, but still,
Nice.
you
Yeah.
know, my
Oh,
gosh, yeah, they used
Nope.
our footage for years.
oh.
Mhm.
But Katie, you said you started acting when you were 8. When did you kind of know you wanted? When did that bug get into your brain?
Oh my gosh. It was instant. I mean,
Mm.
so I had taken little voice lessons and everything growing
Aw.
up and little baby ballet classes.
Aw.
But I when I was on that stage for this silly little production of Annie as
Oh,
a
that's a
little
well, that's
extra.
a good one to get. I mean,
Yeah,
that's
it
hard. That's a
is.
good one.
It is. It is. And I was the little extra orphan in the back dancing with my bucket, which I
Aw.
still have.
Aw.
I know. But it's that was just so cool to me. I just loved being able to bring so many people so much joy
Yeah.
at one time.
Oh, wow.
It's fascinating.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So tell me about your singing in an album or something. My
Oh
gosh,
my
girl.
God.
I mean, what do you not do? I can't think of things you
I
don't
don't
do
know.
now.
Yeah. So my brother-in-law Kyle, he makes music. His band is called The Pass. They've been everywhere. They're an incredible band, and I
Wow.
can't believe they never exploded.
Oh,
They,
wow.
yeah, but they're on Gossip Girl and whatever, and yeah.
Cool.
So him and his friend Brian, um, got together, and then Brian found me and found out I could sing and wanted to make some music. And
Oh,
so we
wow.
did. And yeah, we have about 8 songs. And we're at this point that we've all gotten really busy at times. And it's kind of just, it's like, it's so ready. It's right here. It just needs a little bit more and then it'll be good to go. But you know how
Is
that
it
goes.
like hardcore death metal?
No.
Oh, okay.
Next try.
You wish, Bronson.
Literally. It's like, oh, I'm so bad at explaining music. It's chill, but it's groovy, but it's kind of country. It's not country at all, but it's more alternative style-ish.
Hmm.
It's good. It's
Yeah.
Oh,
good.
we'll have to hear it.
Yeah, you will soon. Left Bank. No, we just changed the name. Oh boy. I don't know. I'll share with you later.
Yeah. We'll share it and get the word out.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what now? How many films have you done, and what's been your favorite so far?
Oh my gosh.
No, and you don't have to make anybody mad if you don't want. You can say they're all your favorite.
They're all my favorite. No, truly, every single one I've done has a specific thing that it is given to me in my life, and that I've obviously learned so much from every single one of them, starting with short films to the 1 minute trailer I did to this new feature that's coming out with Gus. Um, the the coolest, quickest one I've done was the most recent one. It's a Hallmark-ish kind of feeling Christmas movie
Mm.
that will probably be out really soon. And it was funny. I went in and I was on set for like 3 hours, did my short scene, and I left.
Oh, wow.
And it was awesome. I have never been
Nice.
on set and off set so quick. It was so cool.
That is
Guerrilla
cool.
style.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah,
I've
yeah.
done
Nice.
one of the movies I filmed was filmed in one day. And that
Whole
was with
movie?
me. That was with me
Wow.
coordinating, me and my wife coordinating fight scenes.
Oh
Oh,
my
my
gosh.
We
gosh.
coordinated
Was
two
it a
different
short?
fight scenes. Hmm?
Please tell me it was a short film.
It was.
Okay,
It-
good.
yeah.
Like, there's no way.
Yeah. I know there's some cheesy 80s slashers that were filmed in like 3 days and they're an hour and 30 minutes long.
I don't know how people do that. That takes an ungodly amount of planning. It has
Yeah.
to. It must.
Or you just make a really bad movie with a little bit of blood and boobs.
Oh,
And
yeah.
yeah, and then people will watch it either way, you know.
Or
Well,
that.
how do you think porn got popular? They're not really doing anything.
No, literally.
Okay, come on.
Well, I mean,
Such a good point.
the boom of VHS came from porn.
I'm
Like
not
that's where,
surprised. You
I
don't
mean,
have to
that's
have
where,
any talent. You don't even have to be all that great looking back in the 70s. I mean, look at the 70s. I've seen maybe one or two in my entire life, and I was like, oh my God, please stop. Terrible.
but
Nobody
there
Literally.
wants
was
to
so
see
much
that.
money to be made that the VHS industry just exploded, and it was porn and cheap horror.
Mm.
It really, really
And they're
made.
not that far apart.
No, they're pretty close.
I
One's
mean,
real, one's
Throw
real
some
blood.
blood on them, and you can't tell the difference.
well, you didn't you didn't get to
It's
grow up in
terrible.
like in the 80s, Katie, but the horror section in the old video stores, not Blockbuster, but like the mom and pop stores,
Yeah.
was always right next to the
Mm.
curtain.
Isn't it
Or
The
interesting, Katie?
curtain.
Katie,
the
isn't it
Lord was
interesting how he knows the exact detail and where
Yes, it
things
is
were
quite
at and the exact
interesting,
curtain that
actually.
was hanging there and
I
everything?
I lived at a video store. I used to skip school to go to the video store just to hang
Oh,
out. Yeah. I would clean up and rewind
Oh,
tape
Lordy.
and sweep and put the movies back out, and the guy would give me free rentals and free posters.
See, I
that's
just don't know how
awesome.
people can watch pornography. It's just not a thing for me. It's like,
I
ugh,
know. I don't get it.
I don't
Yeah,
get
I've
it
never
either.
seen one.
Yeah, right.
I believe that
You've
so
seen
much.
plenty. They just got out a bucket of blood and threw it on the people and they call it a horror film.
Exactly.
Yeah, I just think it's too
Uh,
disgusting and degrading, for people to be doing that. That's something for privacy. That's private. It's not something that people should be videoing in my mind. I'm just old
mm,
lady, old school, I guess, but I just think it's
yeah.
gross.
Yeah.
And I
But
thought,
to each their
People
own. It's
just
not my business. I try not to judge, but
each
I ain't
their
watching it.
own. I know.
hey,
Yeah.
look, we're not getting political here, but I'm just gonna make a brief comment. I thought after the hashtag Me Too movement, even
Mm.
though I thought that would slow down,
Mm.
and it just keeps. I think that's an industry that's never going away. It's just too much money.
It's the original sin, right? It's been around forever.
Uh,
You look at Pompeii. What was Pompeii? It was nothing but prostitution.
literally.
Literally everything was. I mean, they had carved phalluses on their streets so you could find what you were looking for. I mean, it's just disgusting. That's just terrible.
That's my lawn decoration.
Great. Of course it is.
Good thing you live in the
No.
woods.
That's true. That's true. I know we usually ask. Now, normally our guests are pretty old or older. We always ask what poster you had on your wall as your childhood crush growing up. Now, you probably didn't have a poster, but did you have like a 12? Who was your first like crush?
So okay. That's the thing about me. I don't know. Because my mind, I don't know.
Oh,
I've gone through nights where I'm like, okay, who's it gonna be? Who's my celebrity crush? Who is it?
mm,
And I don't know because I don't know the people. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna like that person. I don't
uh,
know. They're fine.
Yeah,
I know
my
that's such a lame
my
answer,
first
but
one was Elvis because I was itty bitty, but
that's fair.
well, I had Daisy Duke and Daphne from Scooby Doo, but anyway, that was before. We didn't have internet. We didn't
I guess I had Winnie the
So we
Pooh.
had one real woman and one cartoon woman. Hmm.
Literally.
I mean, y'all both seen that sexy little green M&M lady, right?
Oh my gosh. Oh
I'm,
my
yeah.
gosh.
Well, what do you got? How much time we got? What do you got coming up?
What's next? Okay, so in the casting world, we have like 5 films coming up. A little stressful. Just got
Wow.
back from New York today.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. Um, there's a bunch of film festivals coming up. Cannes coming up, Venice is coming up, and depending on what Dead Man's Wire goes to, I'll be going to those. Whoop,
Cool.
whoop, whoop.
Absolutely.
And besides that, just auditioning it up.
Good for
And
you.
yeah, just trying to keep everything relevant and keeping up with people, which is difficult, but it's so worth it to
Yeah,
take that
wow.
extra minute.
How exciting. France
And
is beautiful
Kansas,
too.
Kansas, what city?
Um, Can. I'm pretty sure
Okay.
it's
Can
called Can.
France in France
We're-
France.
near the
It's in
coast
France,
on the
yes.
coast of France.
I knew it was
Yeah,
in France.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
there. Actually, I was there during
What?
Cannes, but I didn't get to go because I wasn't invited.
Well,
But I was there on vacation.
did you mean what? That's
Yeah, many
awesome.
years ago. I lived in Switzerland, which is right near the border of France. So we just rented a
That
car
is
and went over
so
there and drove down to. We went to Monaco and all those places. It was
Oh my
cool.
God.
Yeah, you guys need to talk without me because Katie, she has done so much that you
That
don't
is
realize.
amazing.
It was so cool.
Yeah.
We had a great time. But
Oh, wow.
Y'all can
so
talk
if
for
you
a couple
need a
hours.
helper, I'll go back with you.
Yes. Okay.
Do I have time for another question?
You got 10 minutes.
Oh,
Nine,
10.
nine and a half.
Nine
Oh,
and a half.
wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Ask her your favorite questions. He asks everybody
Mhm.
the same thing.
okay. What's your favorite genre of film?
Favorite genre of film? Right now, right this second, it's definitely comedy. But I often
Ooh.
do love period pieces of any kind.
Somewhere
Whether
in
like,
time.
mm-hmm.
One of my faves.
Yeah.
You have some favorites?
Favorite movies that come to mind, which aren't in any of the genres that I just said. The Life of Pi is just so beautiful. Um, Thinking about recent films, I thought The Brutalist was really cool.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
It was very long. Wait, no, I'm sorry. I guess that one was very cool too. But
Is it
Conclave,
very artsy? Very
it
artsy
is. It's
film?
very
Yeah.
artsy. The ending doesn't make any sense to me, but it's good. It's a
You
good film.
know,
There's a reason it
the
won.
English Patient killed me for artsy films.
Yeah,
Beautiful cinematography, but it was so long and so foo-foo. I was like, oh, please, no, never again.
I know, I know.
Still,
Yeah.
still a good movie.
That's,
Um,
I'm just throwing it out there. If you like period pieces or, artsy film, you should watch Sorority Babes and the Slime Ball Bolorama.
oh, should I now?
Yeah. Wow. You haven't seen that one? I mean, come
Yep.
on.
Oh, it might be an alert time. Look at
Uh,
there.
oh,
Uh-oh.
first appearance from the
Meow.
kitty cats. Oh
Been
my
a couple.
gosh. Oh
They always
wow.
come
Aw,
through.
And they're the best.
yay.
Like, come, would you beat it, little
Uh,
lady?
Hello, kitty, 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 kitty.
meow.
Okay. Now, I'm a horror guy, as you know. So, do you have a favorite horror film?
Oh, wow. Okay.
And I want to hear this because you're a lot younger than me, so I want to hear this.
I've been watching more recently, but I usually don't. It's hard for me to watch horror alone because
Right?
I'm a little scaredy
Right?
cat.
Me too. I can't stand it.
Right? What was the last one I just saw? It's really good. Long Legs. I finally saw Long Legs.
I haven't seen
Dude,
it.
Did you enjoy
go
it?
go yes. Go
I thought it
watch.
was
Go
amazing.
to what's it on? Is that Hulu or was it Max or was it I don't know. It was one of those that you yeah. Which oh gosh, so sorry. By
Don't
the way, this app, if you guys don't have Just Watch, you should definitely go get it.
just watch. What is that?
It's a great app. It just helps it allows you to track your films and movies and then you can select which streaming platforms you have and you can
Ah.
click like, "Oh, Hulu. What's on my list that I can watch that's on Hulu?" And it'll
Mm.
tell you.
Oh wow.
Are you serious?
He wants to be the star tonight.
I know, literally.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It's the
The kitties
coolest.
usually show up. There's usually two or three coming by.
Yeah,
Aw.
almost every podcast. It's a different one every time. It's like they take turns.
Of course. Of
Yeah.
course. I know I'm surprised my dogs haven't started barking yet.
They
So
all
you
want their
do
they all want their screen time.
so you do voiceovers too. So is this your mic and are you in your
Yes.
studio?
So I'm not in my studio. I'm in my self-tape studio, but you can't see it because it's dark back there. But right there is a closet that I have turned into storage slash voiceover studio. Yes.
Wow. Very cool.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
some voiceover auditions when I was young, but I never got anything. But I got
Um,
callbacks and then I didn't get that final,
yeah.
part. But
That's
we
like usually how it went for me all the
Mhm.
time. Well, that's how it went for a long time until I realized, oh my gosh, I can submit myself all the time.
Mm.
So cool. And it
Brian
actually,
Bremer does that. We met
I,
Brian
I,
Bremer.
I
He's a
was about to
coach.
mention that. Brian Bremer, who was in Pumpkinhead and
Mhm.
Society back in the 80s when he was younger,
yeah.
the work kind of dried up for him after that, and he got into voiceover, and I think he's been
Ooh.
doing that ever since, right, honey?
Yeah, is he in Tennessee or Kentucky? I forget.
I think
Yeah,
he's in
yeah.
Georgia.
But
I think he's in
that's
Georgia.
right. Yep, yep, y'all are right. Yeah,
That's
he's doing
awesome.
that all the time. Like
Yeah.
he'll spend several hours a day taping whatever auditions he needs, and he just sends it out and submits it all day long.
Yeah. I know my roommate Galen, in college, he loves voiceover to this day,
Mhm.
obsessed, loves it. And he is so good at it.
Mhm.
He's had so much success and I've learned so much from him.
Oh wow.
And yeah, he's done stuff with Marvel and Sony and
What?
US Bank
What?
and Kind.
Oh,
I know. Like what the heck?
Wow.
well, And
He's
we go to
great.
all, Honey and I do conventions, and me as a vendor, I do a lot more than she does. And you were at the Nashville Horror Cons where we met. But
Mhm.
uh, we were at a convention when I would see them announce all these voice actors, and I'm like, whatever, who's coming from a horror movie?
Mhm.
And then I think it was Huntsville about 4 years ago, and there was a line so long. And I went and kind of walked up close, and I thought it was the heavier set, kind of quiet lady from The Office when I saw her.
Oh,
And I was like, wow, that I didn't realize The Office was that popular. But it was not her. I believe her
oh,
name is Mel Flanagan. She's the voice of Naruto from Dragon Ball Z or something.
Mm-mm-mm.
Anyway, I've seen her like three conventions, and her line is 1,000 people long every time that
That's
she's there.
crazy.
wow.
And then I was
Just
like,
her
okay,
voice.
these voiceover actors like Tara Strong, who does Harley Quinn, uh,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Kevin Conroy, who did Batman, rest in peace.
Mhm.
Those guys are very, very, very popular, like way more than I thought the voice would be.
Yes.
They're often sometimes more popular than the actors that play the character.
Wow.
Yes. No, yes.
Wow.
Man, I wish I had her name off the top of my head. We did a film here in Louisville not too long ago called Special Ops Rent-A-Cop, and it had a bunch of older actors, and a lot of them did a bunch of very successful voiceover work. And that's all they do. They just travel from convention to convention,
Wow.
just visiting and signing things and handing out things, and in between that, doing films whenever they wanna. Like, what?
Wow.
What a life. I just thought that was very neat.
That's
Well, if
really
you want
cool.
to, this is what you need to do so you could take me and Honey on vacation. You need to catch you a Disney princess acting gig.
Right? I know. I'm trying.
Yeah, why not? Well, we got 2 minutes, guys. It's been so much fun. So,
Um,
what else do you want to ask her? Be quick, Bronson.
I know you said all the what some of you going to. Are you going to be at any conventions, or you're just too busy with the filming to do?
I will at any conventions off the top of my head right now. I don't know yet. Send me some names. I might be there.
Okay.
But
Well, I'll be back at
besides
Nashville
that,
Horror
hmm
this year,
yeah.
back in July. They moved it to a different part of Nashville. They moved it to the Lebanon area.
Okay.
Well,
Are you
Okay.
going on your
Nashville's
full moon?
only a 4.5 hour drive from me, sir.
There you go.
Ooh.
And I'll be at full moon next weekend. I know this won't come out until after that, but Easter weekend, which is dumb. I don't want to have it on Easter weekend, but Nashville Full Moon Tattoo and Horror Festival in Nashville.
Ah.
All right, 1 minute.
All right,
Well,
Katie.
This has been so much fun, Katie.
it
You're
has.
Katie, thank
awesome.
you. If you want to rattle off a couple of things, upcoming projects, and then we'll say our goodbyes. And thank you. We love you for coming on.
Yes, thank you all so much. It's been really great. If there's anything that I would say right now to everyone that's watching is to ask your questions and do the things you want to do because it's never too late.
It's never too late, and you only live once. Got to do
Yo,
it,
freaking low.
right? Well, thank you.
Yeah.
It's been such a pleasure. You are just such a beautiful, fresh face, and I'm so happy
Oh,
for you. And I wish you nothing but great success.
that's so sweet. Thank you guys so much. You're
Thank you for
so
being on.
great.
Thank you.
Woo!
All right, Bronson, where's your silly face? Y'all are the best. All right, God bless. Thank you. See you
Thank you.
later.
Bye.
Bye bye.